working myself to death, trying to prove somebody comments about me that hit me really hard last 6 months. So we were at the party, and a really close friend tells my wife, "Well, your husband can't afford that. You guys are way too poor." And then she tries to laugh it off. It's like, "Well, why'd you think nobody invites you guys over to any of the events? Because you guys are poor." I was dumbfounded, and every party that we go to, we try to buy a gift, my visit, I was 2 weeks in a hospital that financially wiped us out. I almost died, and I'm basically right now working almost 20 hours a day, trying to recover, and obviously, we have to tighten our belts. And the one event we were invited to, they were talking about buying houses, and then, um she's like, "Well, we can go to my wife suggested that we can plan and go skiing to the mountains so our kids can enjoy the snow together." And she shot her off. She's like, "Well, you guys can afford that." The next morning, I put myself, I went to the mountains and I brought a ton of snow. There's actually a video of that on my thing. I brought a ton of snow and I left it in our backyard so our kids could enjoy, because it's true.
I think that people are some of the most evil things on the face of this earth. So evil, so ugly. He don't necessarily need a new job. He don't necessarily need to make an adjustment of a new wife. He don't need to necessarily try to work 20 hours right now. The first thing that he need to do is to divest himself and get some new friends, or just completely cut off everybody and lean into his own family. Obviously, he got kids, he got a wife. The one thing that we learned growing up in the hood is that we didn't know that we was poor until we got older and we really started to get money, or we started to realize. But by then, we realized that character and family and the things that you actually went through made you stronger. And everybody is not going to be successful right out the gate. Everybody is not going to make $1 million right out the gate. Everybody is not going to be six figures. Sometimes you got to get it out the mud. Sometimes you grind. Sometimes you have hospital bills that put you behind the eight ball and it forces you to have to tighten up your belt. But if the people that surround you kick you when you down, the people that you value when you call friends, go to your wife and say something like that, those is not your friends.